Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefairer Tarot by Gabby Angus West. It's a deck from 2016, schifferbooks.com there on the side. So if you're looking for information about this creator, this artist, there you go. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, Hay House person, at least back in 2013 when these cards were published. And it's hayhouse.com, or it was Hayhouse, HAYHOUSE.com, which I know that brand is still alive, or that publishing house? I don't know what you would call it. You know. Let's just go into Cancer and see what y'all got going. Are they playing... I feel like they're playing both sides of the fence. Whoever this is. Somebody's playing both sides of the fence. Okay, I feel like the whole thing with this is kind of like somebody's playing both sides of the fence. What do we mean by that, though? Because I'm seeing like the good and the bad is the same card. It's kind of straddling, and there's another one like where this is going. They're very communicative, but somebody is like, they're angling this purposefully. They're watching how you respond. This is somebody who might know you well enough. I'm not saying this is like your best buddy, but they know you well enough to like, they know what buzzwords, or like, for example, if I was going to use myself as an example, I'm not a Cancer, but like, I love dogs. So it's like somebody realizing like, oh, if I bring dogs into the picture, if I start talking about dogs, I'll probably get his attention, especially if I talk about pit bulls, because I love pit bulls. You know, stuff like that. This is somebody who's paying attention, and they're kind of like, they have a little bit of knowledge about you, and they're exploiting it. They're telling you the good and the bad, and they're watching how you respond, and they're trying to manipulate you. They're definitely trying to manipulate you. I don't think you're going to fall for this, but it's kind of like, I feel like you're not quite on point realizing how far or how deep this is going, because I think what this reading is about, I mean, we're going to get a little deeper into it. This has been going on for a while, and I feel like there's a few moving parts here. This person not only is trying to manipulate you directly, but it's almost like they're trying to play like, they're trying to create a puppet show here. They've got a few other people they're also manipulating, and they're trying to use people against each other. This may have been going on for a while. They're very slick. They're very slick. They might play the poor me card once in a while, kind of like, what do you mean? I would never do that. Oh, everybody always thinks I'm doing something wrong. I never get a chance. I feel like there's that weird energy there. Like, once somebody calls it out, they're like, oh, I can't believe people are trying to make me look like the bad guy. Even though, not for nothing. Even though, not for nothing. They're kind of that energy. Okay, let's go a little farther. There's something hidden here. I'm getting, this is not your best friend. This is not a good energy. This is somebody who's very slick. Like, how do I explain? This is like everybody's buddy in high school, yet the reason they're everybody's buddy is because they're warming up to people to get the gossip, so that they can, and then they further that gossip on other people, but they're always playing that don't tell anybody I told you, or I wasn't there, I heard from so-and-so, but don't tell anybody I told you. And this is a person that stirs the pot but plays innocent all the time. This is really a slippery one. This is a slippery one. This is also somebody who comes off looking like, they come off looking really nice. This is somebody who seems very like accommodating and nice on the outside. This is definitely, I feel like, you know, they say things, but I feel like this is somebody who a lot of times, like, don't tell anybody I told you. Or this is one of those people that they say, like, little off-color things when nobody's around. Like, you know, oh, isn't that funny? They tell, you know, people who tell those jokes that are not really funny, but they're like, oh, just between you and me, you know how I mean that. Just be aware of that. Okay, let's look at the, I don't want to look at these. It's so bad. Eight of Swords. They're going to try to blame you for something. I don't think this is going to work. No. I don't think they're going to get their way. They're going to try to blame you for something. I get the Eight of Swords reversed and the Eight of Coins. They're going to try to blame you for something. But I feel like, you know, you have enough loyalty around you. It's just kind of like, I feel like the reason this is coming in is like, even though they're not going to win either way, it's kind of like we need to help other people unearth this. We need to kind of like, it's not just about you in this sense, like, because I feel like you're about to figure it out anyway. I feel like it's more like the people you care about, the people around you who are also falling prey to this energy. I feel like it's more about, like, we need to look at this a little closer. We need to help the people we care about, the people that mean something to you. You need to kind of push it out. Like, look at this person. Look what they've been doing. They've been doing this the whole time. They sucker us in, and then they point the finger at everybody else. They tried to throw me under the bus this time, but I wasn't having it. I wasn't going to go there. We all need to stand together and not allow this anymore. We need to shut that down. They are going to fail, but I also feel like we need to kind of like nip this in the bud. We need to stop saying this is okay, or like, I feel like people are kind of like, well, it's not my circus, not my monkeys, but yet in this situation it is, because this happens to people you care about. We need to shut this down, because it's like it reminds me of like having like a mouse loose in the house. Like, it's causing destruction, and at some point it's going to multiply, and it's going to get worse. And it's kind of like, I'm not saying you have to kill the mouse, but I'm saying you have to contain it and release it out in the wild somewhere, at least. Like, take it 50 miles away and release it so it can't ever find its way back. But we can't just ignore it and pretend it's not there just because we don't want to do anything harsh. You know, I'm just saying you don't have to, like, again, this is like the mice thing. I'm not telling anybody they have to kill the mouse. I'm saying you have to catch it, and there's humane ways to do that, and release it. Some people are like, oh no, we'll kill it. You got to do what's right for you. I'm just saying, we can't ignore it, because some people do that. They're like, oh, I don't want to be mean to the mouse. Well, the mouse is going to take your house from you, because, you know, they can become very destructive and multiply, and before you know it, life can get very rough. This person, they come off, they also try to play it off like they're the reason everything is good. Like, this is a very slippery energy. They're everybody's buddy. I feel like this is also somebody who, they try to get other people to say things. There could be like some type of partying atmosphere around this person. It doesn't have to involve alcohol or drugs, but it could, where they try to schmooze up to people, and then people relax, and then they say something, they get them to say something off color, like they kind of lead them into that. And then they say something, and then they hold it against that person, like, oh, you better not go against me, because I remember this, and I have it on tape, or whatever, or they're that type of person. So they're holding things against people. This is very slippery energy. This is why I'm like, if you bind together with the people around you, it's kind of like, we can overcome this, we can shut this energy down. I feel like we need to get rid of this energy in a positive way. The challenge here is not just for you to see this person, because I feel, again, you're about to see them. If you're going to see them more than you have. But it's helping other people. It's like caring for the people around you. It's kind of like, let's deal with this negativity now, and then let's remove it from the future so that we don't have to have a problem. This situation can get a lot better, is what they're saying, when we stop tolerating this. We have to stop. We have to stop and stand against this. We have to stop tolerating this energy. It seems like a long road. It seems like it's a lot, but they're saying it's not that hard once you start standing together with the other people and everybody comes together at once. Because I feel like this energy, even if you have a bunch of people, like 5 people standing together saying this person's causing problems, I feel like it's going to take all the power away from that person. It's going to shut them down. I feel like it's going to shut them down to the point where it's too strenuous for them, and they're going to elect to leave because they're like, well, I can't play the games I like to play, and they love the games. If they can't play their games, they don't want to be here, and they're going to go somewhere else. So if it's a job thing for you, and a bunch of you stand up together and just all at once say this isn't right and this is what's been going on, this person's going to get really upset, and then they're going to be angry that they can't play their games anymore, and they will leave because that's what they want. That's where things solidify. That's where you're standing strong. Like, I'm not going to let somebody do this. I'm not going to just act like this is somebody else's problem. I'm going to shut this down. Things solidify and get a lot stronger. The people around you are a lot safer. I'll admit, it is a little bit of an effort to get there because you're going to have to stand your ground, and it might be a month or two where you have to fight this situation. But I feel like especially for Cancer, if it's protecting people that you mean something to you, Cancer will stand that ground. When it comes to protecting, especially like a family or like a friends that they feel are family, like that type of thing, their home turf, Cancer will stand their ground. They will. So I feel like we need to take away the power from this energy. There's a lot of negative energy with whoever this is. They're very slippery. They come off all rosy nice, but they're really not. And they're saying it's time to not only stand up for yourself, but for everybody to come together and be like, we're not putting up with this anymore. Whatever this person has against us, let them bring it forward and we'll just deal with it and sort it out, but we're not going to tolerate this anymore. This needs to be shut down. Are we good? Good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below as well. Thank you for watching and have a great day.